With summer right around the corner, the Genesee County Farm Bureau's annual Kinderfarmin event has arrived. Not Kinderfarming, like I thought earlier.
Kinderfarmin. For over 40 years, the event has helped teach kids where they get their food. 13 Wham's Chris Lopez is at Hildene Farms this morning with more on this program. Hey, Chris.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Abby. Food has never been so accessible. You have Uber Eats, you have grocery stores all over the place. But where does that food come from? That is what Kinderfarmin seeks to answer with that question. I'm here with Natasha Sutherland. And why is this so important to you guys? This has been going on for a few decades now.
Yes, Kinderfarmin has been going on for over 40 years in New York State. It was a Farm Bureau initiative to help kids connect the idea of food and farm. That concept has really separated in the most recent, 10, 15, 20 years. There's 2% of our population that feeds the other 98%. So let's educate them young. Let's figure out where our food comes from. So right now we're standing in our calf barn. This is literally the beginning of life for these guys, right? And on our host farm, it's pretty miraculous. They use technology. They have an automated calf blender system, and the calves have a radio frequency tag in their ears. The radio frequency tag alerts the computer how often that calf drinks, when that calf's last drank, how old she is, to give her the right nutrition for her stage in life. This system, this automation, is one more way that we are producing your food effectively, safely, sustainably. We're not overfeeding, we're not underfeeding. This is a really not unique system, but kind of integral part to the industry nowadays. I truly, am really excited that we're here with Hildene today.
And what kind of role do you think this plays for kids? They're kindergartners. They may go on to live urban lives. What kind of role is that?
I think it's the understanding that it doesn't magically appear on a grocery store shelf, right? There is so much physical labor, there is so much love that goes into your product. There's a great quote in the dairy industry right now: your milk comes from a good place. Yeah. We are all family farms in New York State. 98% of dairy farms in America are family owned. We might have a lot of cows, but that doesn't mean we don't love them.
Dan, Abby, I'm gonna be hanging out here, getting some lessons of my own. Growing up in Arizona, haven't had too much time on a farm, but we're gonna change that this morning. We have a great show for you guys. Check out this calf. All this calf wanted was a pet or two. Look at that.
Chris,
in the studio.
Did you bring any toys with you? Do you have like a ball or anything you can give them to play with?
No, Dan. No? I have no toys.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Came empty-handed. I got some water though.
Then maybe ask photojournalist Terry Hancock to help you load one of them into the back of the car,
so we can come in and play with it.
Bring it back to the station for us.
All right, Chris Lopez.
Loaded in the Subaru. Gotcha.
Yes, sir. 7:06 this morning, the Genesee County Farm Bureau's annual Kinderfarmin event kicks off today.
Yeah, for 4 decades, the event has taught kids where their food comes from. 13 Wham's Chris Lopez is live for us this morning, giving us the inside scoop. Chris, it looks like you're having a fun time. It looks loud in there. It looks like you are having some trouble hearing us.
No, good morning. I can hear you guys fine. I'm just pushing the earpiece in. I got you guys. I'm a professional at this. I'm around some Holstein lactating cows right now. That's who you're seeing to my left and my right. This is one of the stations that kids are going to come feed the cows because they too need to eat to produce some good milk. Still with Natasha Sutherland this morning. And can you expand upon that, what this station seeks to do for kids?
Absolutely. So literally, we have a nutritionist on farm every single week because our cows are like performance athletes. We have to make sure their diet is fully balanced and ready to give them the fiber, the energy, the fat, the protein that they need. And a really fun way that we then simulate that with the kids is we literally make a TMR, total mixed ration, just like what the cows eat, in a trail mix. So that's my son Lockwood giving a demonstration for you. And he's gonna do literally 4 scoops of Cheerios. That's to represent the fiber that the cows are gonna be eating. Then he's gonna do some energy. So we're gonna throw some M&Ms in there, because what little kid doesn't like M&Ms, right? But it's gonna represent literally the energy the cows need to be able to make the milk. And then finally, what kid doesn't take a gummy bear for their vitamins in the morning? Like my generation, we had our Flintstones. So we pop in a couple of gummy bears to represent that the kids need minerals in their diet, just like our cows need minerals in their diet. And then the kids get this cute little snack bag and they take, and it's a really memorable way to figure out how we make our cows a meal every day. And we do. We make the meal every day, the same exact way every day. And I know that sounds really boring, but honestly, it's nutritionally sound. We don't digest food the same way a cow does, right?
Yeah.
Right. So cows have a 4-chambered stomach. They need a symbiotic relationship with the bacteria that live in their stomach. So they need to be fed the same exact diet every single day. It's really, really important.
Lockwood, how are you? You've been doing this since 2013. How much have you learned doing all this stuff?
Over the time, I've learned how to milk the cows, how to be around the cows. I've always loved being with the cows. It's just amazing because not everyone gets to do it. So I just feel very, very special doing it.
What a beautiful answer. I'm gonna try some of this right here. Get a little bit of energy, fiber, that Flintstones vitamin.
Chris's morning breakfast, here we go.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. If I were a cow, 9 out of 10.
Okay, first of all, you're chewing like a cow.
9 out of 10. Dan, Abby, back to you guys in the studio.
Chris, we've got to know, did you ask him if you could just take his trail mix? You just dove right in.
No, I did not. I just snatched it out of Lockwood's. I thought he made it for me. Give me a break.
I'm just saying,
I guess
please would have been nice.
we'll have to. Abby, Chris is hungry. He's got a 4-chamber stomach he's feeding there. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it.
Time right now is 7:10. Here's what's coming up. Genesee County Farm will be transformed today into a hands-on classroom for kiddos.
Yeah, the annual Kinderfarmin event is happening today at Hildene Farms. The event teaching children where their food comes from. 13 Wham's Chris Lopez is live for us this morning. Uh-oh, he's got gloves on and an apron. What are we doing there, Chris?
I don't know, Dan. You're gonna have to find out. In this hit, we may be going to work soon, but you'll have to stick around and find out. Still with Natasha Sutherland in here, and we're gonna explore how kind of milk goes from the cows into some of these tanks and so on and so forth. And can you explain that process for, like me, those who don't know?
Absolutely. So the cows get connected to a milking unit, right? And they release their milk. You can't forcibly milk a cow. They're oxytocin. They've got to work with you. Their system has got to release that milk. We collect it in what's called a receiving vat, which is right behind you. We then put it through a plate cooler. And the plate cooler is really cool because you've got glycol running on the other side of a steel plate from the milk, and it instantly takes it from that 97 degrees body temperature right down into about the 40s. And then we end up in one of these really large bulk tanks, and that also has chiller units involved, and that's going to get it from that 40-something degrees right down to that 38 degrees where it is at a pick-upable temperature. And this farm will legitimately fill both of these tanks in a 24-hour period. That milk will go from these tanks to a factory, if it's going for liquid milk, to your grocery store shelves in 48 hours.
Wow.
It's incredible.
Okay.
It is the freshest, most fast-paced product in the market. But right now, we're going to have Chris milk a cow, you guys.
Here we go, guys. I'm ready.
So I'm going to drive the microphone. We're going to push the green button to start. Chris, you're going to go ahead and grab the unit.
Grab the unit.
You're going to pull down a little bit.
Pull down.
There you go. Feel that vacuum? And you're going to connect to that far teeth. Yep. And then grab your next forward one. And connect. And you're going to grab that one.
So on and so forth.
So on and so forth. Here we go. Up to that next one. Very good. And we're going to do it again. Here we go.
Okay.
So Chris is going to push his green button.
Push the green button.
Yep. Grab those two far away cups. Connect to those far away teats. There you go. Boom. And then get your far back teats. 1, 2. Whoop. Yeah, you got to keep your vacuum pressure. There you go. Now grab your front two, one at a time. There you go. 1, 2. All right. Now we're going to turn around right behind us. So Yasmin's already gone, and she is starting the cleaning process that we would use, right? So that's an iodine combo. with water, and it's foamed on like you would suds up in the shower, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna literally wipe that off. You're gonna take your hand, and we're going to just swirl around that teat and pull it off.
Okay.
Swirl around that teat and pull it off. Swirl around that teat,
Pull it off.
pull it off.
Swirl around, pull it off.
Yep, and you can keep turning your towel to like a cleaner spot.
Okay.
And then this is why we wear these cute little aprons, because now you have a dirty pocket and you put it right in your pocket.
There we go. And
And then I give you a
Here
clean
we
one,
go.
and you go to your next girl.
and then for the kids, they're all going to be viewing this,
So the
right?
kids are going to get to watch this. You're special, Chris. We're letting you come inside the parlor today, and we're letting you actually go ahead and touch the cows and whatnot. We can't let the kindergartners, right? Like, they're too short. It's a little bit too intimidating, and it's too noisy, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this ourselves this morning. Yep, keep turning, and you want to make sure you get the teat completely clean. Get that last one in the front there. Yep, get right up in there. You got one in the front you forgot.
Oh, I got you.
There you go. Yep.
Okay.
All right, now Yasmin's gonna jump in front of us, and she's gonna do, stop, Yan. She's gonna do her own thing. She knows what she's gotta do. Now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna test the milk. We're gonna literally squirt a little bit on the ground, and we're gonna make sure that the milk is saleable. We're looking for any impurities. We're looking for anything that would look abnormal. She's fine. And then we do it again, and we just check. So strip that quarter, strip that quarter, strip that quarter. You're gonna laugh. We literally have them on a black rubber surface on purpose, because you can literally see the white on the black.
Can I try that?
Here you go.
Okay.
Next cow's all yours.
Still pulling down?
Well, it's more of a massage. I mean, you don't want to yank, right?
Okay.
Right. Like, we got to think about it. So it's almost like playing the piano. Roll your fingers down. Roll your fingers down. Try again.
Roll
Yep.
your fingers down.
Squish, squish, squish.
Okay, squish. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Now we got some milk flowing. And you still got to check that front right quarter. Check that one.
I got one more for you guys. I'm going to kick it back to you in studio.
All right. And then Chris is going to keep milking cows.
There we go. Great at this. Oh, there we go.
We got a professional milker working here, you guys. He's doing great.
That's
That's where your milk
impressive.
comes from, people. Dan,
Yeah,
not too bad, right? Not too
I
bad.
No,
wish.
that was good.
I wish we could read that cow's mind right now.
Ouch, that's what it's saying.
Yeah, they're who's this jerk? That's probably what they're thinking, but it's
Get
all
him
right.
out of here.
Oh,
Thank you,
man.
Chris. We appreciate it.
Mark has weather first after the break next. A Genesee County dairy farm will turn into the hub of knowledge for kids as the annual Kinderfarmin event takes place.
Yeah, for many decades, in one form or another, Hildene Farms has taught kids where they get their food. That is where we find our own big kid, Chris Lopez. He's there learning just as much as them and getting his hands dirty. How's it going, Chris?
Not too bad, Dan and Abby. So we're going to talk a little bit about the history of this farm. There's some rich history here, not only educational-wise, but dairy-wise. I'm here with the partners, Dave and John. How did this start out? How did you guys get into this? This is a pretty cool profession.
I came here in 1980 as a hired man. Worked for Clayton at Ewell, and they kind of took me under their wing and let me buy a little bit at a time. And it's kind of been a progression of things. We've been in love with the cows for years, and we buy our forage and raise all our animals, and never bought another cow in our life since those original 40. So we kind of have the original place, and I don't know. And John pretty much runs it now. I'm kind of let the next generation take over, and as far as that, we've just kind of grown within, and we enjoy our kind of passionate about what we do. And I don't know, I'm terrible.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And John, what kind of operation is this? Can you expand upon what you guys do here with the dairy?
Well, we milk 1,100 cows, and there is about 2,200 head here altogether with the young stock and dry cows. And basically, we just spend our day taking care of the animals and doing the chores, and I guess that's, there's always something to do.
Yeah, I know. Speaking from firsthand experience, always something to do here.
Yep.
They put me to work. How do you guys feel this benefits the kids that come here? You guys, this is a pretty big deal here.
It's good to show everybody how agriculture works, and especially the younger generation. Less and less people are into it, so we have to try to show kids, maybe inspire some interest into them. So it's a good thing to do here. So
What's one thing you want kids to take away from today? If they could just take one thing away.
Oh, it's how well we take care of our animals. I mean, you know, you hear all adverse things, and I want people to know that we care more about our animals than some people care about their kids. I'll tell you what. It's pretty much a passionate job, and I don't know. I want people to realize that, you know, we care more about our cows than we probably should at times.
Yeah, and it shows just all the care. You guys let them free roam. They can get milked whenever they kind of feel they need, all the technical stuff. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to head over to Natasha Sutherland right now and talk a little bit more about this event and sponsorships as well as donations that come here. Can you expand upon that a little bit?
Kinderfarmin is 100% donation-based. The dairy industry has such a huge heart. So specifically, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. This is the only free field trip this school is going to go on this year because of how generous of a community I happily belong to. Upstate has donated every single half pint of milk today that the kids are going to receive. The nutritionist for this farm is paying for every scoop of ice cream these kids are going to be eating today. Dairy Farmers of America, Genesee County Soil and Water, each donated monetarily because porta parties aren't cheap. Everything here is done with a little bit of love because literally it's all donation based. I have over 100 volunteers here today that are running the event. There are 6 women on this committee, myself included, that make today tick. And without these people, without this generosity of spirit, today wouldn't happen. We're calling on friends from all over the state. I've got people driving 4 hours to be here today. So truly a gift to be able to be a sponsor and a host.
And this is an annual thing. How many kids are you expected to be here?
683 kindergartners are attending today. So, I mean, that is the mind-blowing number of the day. It is every single kindergartner, it is every single school district that touches our county even. We have one school district that's half in 2 different counties, and they come as well. So it's 9 school districts. It's a heck of a lift. And we're gonna corral them all, and the people are starting to fill in, our volunteers are starting to arrive, and the magic is starting to happen of the day.
I see a bus coming in right now. Maybe there's a kid on there, but I see kids strolling in, actually signing up. Dan, Abby, I'm going to kick it back to you guys in studio. It's been a beautiful morning on a beautiful day.
I'm so jealous.
I know.
You can.
Oh, wait. You can hear those cows in the background.
They're saying good morning.
Yes.
Watch
Wake
Good Day,
up.
Rochester.
Yes. Join us. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it.
The Genesee County Farm Bureau's annual Kinderfarmin event is kicking off this morning.
Yeah, for decades now, that event has taught children just where they get their food, and it's done through interactive stations. Chris Lopez has been live at Hildene Farms all morning for us, milking cows, talking to kids, making feed, and feeding himself as well. Hey, Chris.
Yep. Hey, Dan. Hey, Abby. I've been put to work. Now we have the kids being taught all the stations. They are here. A few kids have arrived. I'm here with Cal this morning. And what are the stations? Can you expand upon what these kids are going to be learning throughout the morning?
So we have a couple different FFA groups here from Pavilion, Oakfield, and hopefully I didn't miss another school. The Oakfield kids are going to be talking about maple syrup and trees. We've got another local farm, Torrey's. They are going to be teaching the kids how to plant. We have a tractor so that kids can go climb in a tractor. We brought in a veterinarian, so they'll talk about all the things and how they take care of our animals when we need them. No different than kids and doctors. They're our doctor for our cows. We have another station that I think the kids are really going to like. It is the TMR station. So just like we feed our cows, we give them a bunch of different ingredients. The kids are going to get to take Cheerios and take a scoop of multiple different things.
I did that this morning. I fed some cows. That was a pretty cool one.
So they'll take maybe a cup of Cheerios and half a cup of gummy worms or gummy bears. Yep. And so the kids will really understand how and why we feed our cows the way we do to keep them their nutrition up and healthy. And there's some games. There's a smoothie station, so the kids are going to be able to pedal a bike and make their own smoothies. There's just a lot going on. The kids really there's some little swimming pools. that we've got corn and soybeans, so just kind of like a sandbox.
Really active here. I want to ask you a question, though. Are you excited for today?
Yeah.
Boom. That's all I need right there. I'm going to go talk to some kids. We're going to talk to some older ones right now. What's up, guys? What, you guys ready to drive a tractor? Are you guys going to be driving the tractor today? Or are you guys going to be learning about the tractor today?
Kids learn about it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
What's one of the things that kids should know about the tractor?
Know that farmers are in them every day, just working hard and stuff. So.
That's beautiful. Are you guys excited to teach them?
Yep.
I love it. I'm going to head over to another station. Over this way, we got some kids right here. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
What is this station?
This is the tree station. Over here we have tree rings, and right here we have
tree ID.
Oh, tree ID. What's tree ID?
So tree ID basically is where we tell the kindergartners to figure out what type of tree they are, and if they figure the tree out. So
Yeah.
this would be a maple, this would be an oak, that would be a cherry, and that would be a ash tree.
Brad, you are wonderful on TV. You have a future in television, my friend. Are you guys excited for today?
Yeah, we are.
How excited on a 1 to 10?
10.
Boom. That's all I need to know. We're going to head over to another station over here. Let's see what we got. What do plants need? Good morning, guys. What station is this?
We're talking about seeds.
Yeah.
And where vegetables come from and what seeds need to grow in order to produce vegetables. So these guys have been trying to figure out which seed belongs to which vegetable. Do you think you could guess?
Hold on. Okay.
So what do you think A belongs to? Which vegetable is going to come out of that seed?
Can I phone a friend?
I mean, you can. It's your only, you get one shot.
Will-
These guys, I think, already know the answer.
Will you be my friend for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got?
Which one do you think A belongs to? And we've already...
Cucumber.
Cucumber?
Let's see. Oh, she
Boom.
is correct.
Learning
things. And now these ones are kind of tricky.
Okay.
Because both of these seeds kind of they're similar. These ones are obviously a little more round, and these ones are, not so round.
Can I take a guess on this one?
Absolutely. So what do you think B belongs to?
I'm going to go, B belongs to the cabbage.
You are incorrect.
I should have taken this class
B actually
when I was
belongs
a
to the
kindergartner.
onion. And C belongs to the cabbage. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy that vegetables can come from a tiny little seed like this, right?
Yep.
And we harvest these right in Elba. So,
Are you guys excited for today?
Yes.
Very excited? Lockwood, you've been my man this morning. What do you want other kids to take away from this? I'm going to end it with your soundbite.
I want kids to take away from this that dairy farming is very important, and that it's just not a farm full of cows to pet. That it's where the ice cream and the milk comes from, and that it's very important to a lot of things.
I'm going to send it back to the studio with just that.
That kid is my favorite person I think we've
my
had on
gosh.
the show ever.
He
Hey,
is fantastic.
Chris,
Lockwood, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a
Lockwood.
question I want you to ask of Lockwood, okay? I
Okay.
want to know, does chocolate milk come from chocolate cows?
Dan Schrack, our wonderful anchor, asked, does chocolate milk come from chocolate cows?
I did believe that once, but not anymore.
That's your answer, Dan. That's your answer.
I love it. All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thanks,
That
Lockwood.
was news to you this morning.
It was. I learned something new.
Time right now is 8:37. When we come back, Mark has weather first next.